All right, so what I have on the board is an application for matrix multiplication. So why do we do the row by column? So this is a scenario where we have a company that makes trick skis and slalom skis. So I probably should have picked something else besides skiing since we're in Texas, but we're going to go with it. So in business, we're going to have different costs for different things. So to assemble a ski, it takes so many hours, right? So for the trick ski, it takes 3 hours to assemble it. For the slalom ski, it takes 5 hours to assemble it. There's, more to it. To finish it, it takes an hour and a half to assemble and an hour to, it takes an hour and a half to finish the trick ski, and it takes an hour to finish the slalom ski. So it depends on what you're manufacturing or what you're creating, determines how much time it takes. Then we have two plants. We have a plant or manufacturing company in California, and we have a manufacturing company in Texas. Well, originally from California, it's super expensive to live in California. So that means that wages are higher than in Texas. So what we want to figure out is, okay, where is it going to be cheaper to manufacture the skis? Is it going to be cheaper in one area or the other? Well, it also depends on how long it takes them. So this is where matrix multiplication comes in. If I want to know how much is it going to cost me to manufacture a trick ski in California, we're going to use matrix multiplication. This is a 2x2. This is also a 2x2, so I know I can multiply. I have the same number of rows as I do, or columns as I do rows, so I'm good there. So I'm looking at only trick skis, and I'm only looking at California. So I'm going to multiply row 1 by column 1. Okay, so row 1 by column 1. So it's going to be 3 times 12, row 1 by column 1, and then plus 1.5 times 15. Okay, so row 1, column 1. So 3 times 12, 1 plus 1.5 times 15. Okay, this is for a trick ski in California. Okay, now I want to know how much is it going to cost for a trick ski in Texas. So I'm going to do row 1 times column 2 because I have row 1 is my trick ski, Texas is my second column. So for Texas trick ski, I'm going to go 3 times 13 plus 1.5 times 8. Okay, so row 1, column 2. So 3 times 13 plus 1.5 times 8. And then you're going to calculate it and come up with your answer. So 3 times 12 is 36. 1.5 of 15 is 22.5. So it's going to cost me $58.58 or 50 cents to assemble and finish a trick ski in California. In Texas, 3 times 13 is 39. 1.5 of 8 is 12. So 39 plus 12 is 51. So it's going to cost me $51 to make a trick ski in Texas. So as a business person, I can look at that and go, well, I'm going to build them in Texas because they're cheaper to make in Texas. They're cheaper to manufacture. And using matrices, it allows me to gather the information and calculate very quickly with matrix multiplication.